Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, realize all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got...
Hello. We are back for another awesome Friday night. Somebody is starting on his bull crap already kind of early before we kick it off good. And I ain't gonna say no names. It is.
What you doing, Dia?
You ain't talking about me. I ain't got no facial hair.
You do have facial hair. It just may not be as
big
as his.
Your imagination.
You got like peach fuzz, a little more peach fuzz version versus him.
All right, now see. Always gotta be somebody to take it too far. Always. Boy, I tell you, Negro never figure.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
we
let me
go.
make sure the lips is right. Okay.
Why he looking in the camera like that? Like,
all right,
man, I'm saying like,
cologne. Oh yeah. Oh, you missed it. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. How y'all been this week?
Man, I've been good, man.
I've been all right. I've been trying to get my mommy claws situated around here on these gifts for these people.
Oh, mommy claws.
That is what the hell I am. Mommy claws.
Man, I heard that all wrong.
I
about to say mommy clothes.
Oh,
is.
Oh, she like, ooh, you about to say, ooh, you pregnant? Congratulations.
Well, I almost cussed you out.
That's what I heard.
See?
But yeah, it's been a good week. You know, I can't complain. Moving right along. It seemed like the year flew by fast, but the month is dragging its tail.
Nah. Yeah, I can see that.
It's like we hurry up and got to December, then we just start dragging. But it's good though. I can't complain about nothing, you know. So
I'm just ready for the new year. The new year, see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
See what it's gonna be like. What it be like. Money, power, respect.
Yeah. What about you, little mama?
It's been all right. Kind of busy week, but like I said, all right. Trying to, decide on gifts and get stuff sent out that I've purchased. And
all I know is I better have a good gift, or I'm clowning. I'm cutting up.
You gonna like whatever I sent you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what your gift is right now. You got a paper cup with my face on it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say that right on top of my nightstand. It scared me awake every morning.
You should be your alarm clock.
Time to get up.
Wake up.
Right.
So,
I'm only easy to drink liquor out of.
Oh Lord!
That's
make sure
you from drinking the liquor out of let me put it down.
Music, but every time I look at it, I'm talking lip. No, I'm just playing. What's up, Jay, man? How your week been, partner?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Like my week went by fast. Like,
yeah.
I woke up. It was Monday. Went to sleep. Woke back up. It was Friday. I was like, hold on.
Yeah. Hey, real talk. I almost forgot about the show. I'm like, oh Lord, today is Friday. I was like, man, and I didn't snap until about like 6:15 that it was Friday and we had a show to do. But I blame y'all.
I've been waiting for this show because
you blame us.
Yeah, man, I blame y'all. Y'all supposed to keep me. Yeah, y'all know, man. These hairs ain't white for nothing.
You right. You sure right, and they real white.
Man,
You right.
it's his head too,
I'm
but
still trying to understand what white hair got to do with it. But all right, I'm gonna let you slide.
anyways, yeah, you're
You
right.
know, you know how I look when you're 50.
Hey, I'm 50. Well, I'm about to say I'm 50 in a few years. Baby boy. Okay. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Say hi.
What's up, nephew? Nephew.
Say
Hey,
cheese. Now
boo.
you good? You good
But the
now?
look, though, he was like, all right, I'm good now.
Are you good? All right, bye. Away. Thank you.
But I do want to commend you. I see you got pictures on your wall, DJ.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. I got some.
And he farted when he walked away.
I got some more. Did he?
Yeah, he said it.
He had to leave you with a little something. Yeah.
He said it's the season that gives.
You know what I'm saying? I got my fish tank set up. I'm gonna go to the pet store tomorrow to check out some fish, and I got a few more to put on my other wall. Yeah, we almost together.
Okay, what kind of fish are you getting?
Tetra, specifically the clown fish, and I'm gonna get 2 algae eaters. I have 2 tanks. Well, I got 3 tanks. I'm gonna put one in here and then one in the other tank, the big tank in the front room. So yeah, okay. Clownfish or glowfish, actually glowfish.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I like them because they're colorful, they're bright.
Yeah, we've kind of I think decided we're gonna get a fish. There's out a fish and a bird, and I think we're gonna go with the fish.
I was thinking about getting a bird as well.
That's too much shit to be cleaning up. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. That or iguana, one or the other.
We looked at those earlier during the year. We did a whole pet search, and it went to us getting an iguana to not getting an iguana, basically.
I was gonna get a dog, but I like to move around too much. You know, I'd be ready to travel. Yeah. So that's why I won't get no dog right now.
Yeah. You'll kill a fish, but not the dog, huh?
DA, are you talking, bro?
Oh shit! I had a whole conversation.
Yeah, so
yeah, we figured that because I kept looking. I was like,
his lips moving, but I was in there.
Yeah, I said a whole bunch of stuff. See, boy.
Yeah.
I wonder why y'all kept over talking me. I'm like, I'm about to get rude. Like, look here, motherfuckers. Shit, I'm on this motherfucking show too.
Sorry about that, bro. But yeah, man. Hey, DA, I'm excited about this topic, man. You know that you picked out for this week.
Yeah, it's a double whammy. Because it looks at the backside of mental health from two avenues.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, what's her name? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was.
Is it Cheyenne or Shanna? Something like that.
I say Cheyenne because it looked like Cheyenne.
Dr. Bryant, yeah. African American woman,
yeah. She was on Club Shay Shay talking about their stuff. But it was one particular part that one of another psychologist, I can't forget her name. I forgot her name. But anyway, she brought up a point where Shannon said, "Hey, I hear you got what's the name from Amigos in your DMs?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yes, he's in my DMs." He said, "Hey, I got a question. Can I ask you a question?" She said, "I left him on red. He didn't follow up. I didn't follow up and left it at that." And the licensed psychologist, I'm gonna get her name.
Raquel Martin.
Yes, Dr. Martin. Mm-hmm. She went on a whole tangent about how just that little exchange was detrimental to the community, and not only just the community, but to Black men in general. And being that, and I say it all the time, being that serving in the military, being in mental health for 21 years, she is absolutely correct because the biggest thing for me that came out of that was the fact that he reached out to her and she didn't respond.
Yeah.
Because I don't know I don't know why she didn't respond, but she didn't respond. Now, my issue is, and I have real life experience with this. I may not have the doctor behind my name or a licensed psychologist, but my experience in the military is 9 times out of 10, you don't get your clients from referrals. Most of your clients are people who you see on the street that find out you're a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever, and they say, "Hey, I got a question." And that's how a lot of it starts, especially and I'm gonna say from my purview in the military, 90% of my contacts, as we call them, were, "Hey, I got a question. I got a question about this. You got a minute to talk?"
It's interesting, man. But let me reel it in a little bit, right? Because, man, I had like at least 5 people send me that same clip, right? And when I watched it from a different set of lenses. Of course, I'm not a therapist or a psychologist or nothing like that. But it seemed like when she was talking to her brother Shannon Sharp about, the question that he asked, when she was asking him questions, she bombarded him so much to where, man, like when she was dropping them questions on him, same interview, it made me cringe up. And I'm like, man, no wonder, like, don't nobody want to talk to nobody and they feel like backed into a corner, literally, man. That's the only thing that I could focus on. I couldn't hear nothing else. Now I had to go back and watch it again to put it into context what it was actually about. But just the way she was dropping it on that brother, man, I was like, oh man, come on now. Almost like she's gonna force him to agree with her before he gets to really express himself.
Yep. And that's the sad reality of it is that is why I say it is detrimental for our community, because we get enough of the badgering, we get enough of the interrogation.
Yes.
In everyday life.
What I was looking for.
We get enough of that in everyday life, where if we're coming because we're trying to be vulnerable, we're trying to deal with a situation or deal with a scenario in our life that's kind of hard for us, and here you come in with the flashlight, talk about what the hell, it's gonna cause people to shut down.
Yeah,
and then it's gonna cause people to not want to come back.
So if y'all haven't figured out by now, this particular topic, we're talking about unsafe space and how that looks and all that type of stuff. So, TK, what you got?
Unsafe space. I watched before I watched the clips that DA sent. I saw a couple of the clips of the actual interview.
Okay.
This particular person, I've seen her on a few shows. And there's been, of course, that discrepancy on whether she's even a doctor at all. But in light of that, you could tell she's one of them people she's really trying to put herself out there. And it's kind of by any means necessary.
I was going to go there later.
Whereas she has she blasted, name dropped that Offset was in her inbox and asked for help, even though, like I said, she's not licensed per se. I don't think she still should have put that man's business out there, because he went to her in confidence. What many people don't understand is when a man is in a space and he's saying that he needs help, that's a space that the person's reaching out because at some point they're hoping for your help. And from whatever you've done, they're hoping to trust you with that, with the privacy part of that, not to blast them or put them in that space of blasting them or putting their business out there. And I think even also in that space, as anybody that is going through therapy, they're hoping and praying that there is confidentiality across the board, because don't nobody want their business out there. Don't be having conversations of, that pillow talk with your husband or your wife about whatever client, this and this, and things need to really, really be confidential, because that's part of the trust that's being there.
And see, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought that up, because that was going to be one of my remarks later about the difference between being licensed and just being a doctor. So, and Dr. Rochelle Request, whatever, Dr. Martin said it in her video. We're not gonna play it. She said that the difference is she can have a PhD in psychology. Being a licensed psychologist is you are held to whatever state you're licensed in standard of ethics and how you function. Meaning, if anything, i.e., like TK said, any breach of confidentiality is against the law, unless, and we used to say this all the time, unless it's cause you say you're gonna hurt yourself or somebody.
Yeah.
Everything else is confidential. So for what she did was straight out of line. She could have said a male celebrity, no harm, no foul. But I'm not gonna put all the onus on her. It was she was kind of thrown an alley-oop by
Yeah,
he presented the question. He said, I heard that Offset, not Offset.
Yeah.
Offset.
Yeah, it was Offset.
I heard Offset was in your DMs. And then that's when she started going down that rabbit hole.
But this is the thing, though, bro. I'm with you, but governing boards only operate state to state. Texas has its own governing board. Louisiana has its own governing board. So if someone reaches out to someone that's in Texas, then that governing board don't apply, right? And I'm not saying that she was right, it was wrong. And based on her degree, certain things don't apply.
Not true. Not true. Whatever, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong too. Regardless of what state you're in, that still counts. I could be licensed in California and be working in Texas, and somebody could reach out for me from Oregon. I'm still held by the same standards that I'm licensed under.
Well, this is why I say that's wrong, because even me and my therapist, when I was traveling, while I was outside of the state, she was not allowed to have our session until I was back in the state. And that's my own personal experience. While I was outside, if I was on vacation in Georgia and I had an appointment, I had to wait till I get back to pick up that appointment.
So
because the governing board is different in Georgia than it is in Texas. But that's neither here or there. Yeah, and we got to be mindful. Like I don't know, same thing with what people call like life coaches now, right? There's no governing board for them. So
not at all.
And just disclose information before the agreement is made. Yeah.
So the life coach part, only thing that you can do, like in a situation like that, is like if you sue, you gotta have the evidence. Other than that, it's like there's really no what's the name. But I find it interesting that with just that snippet. Granted, it was just a snippet of the whole conversation. Like you said, she went on the offensive.
Oh, she was going in.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what is your end game? That was my question. Like, and it's off the snippet that Dr. Martin sent. I'm like, what is your end game?
Because she knew she was wrong. Like, so you're gonna try to go to cover it up to push your narrative. I mean, there's no other objective, man. And I can imagine, bro, this is what hurt my heart. Like, we seen it and we had our feelings and our experience. Imagine someone that's really in a place and considering reaching out and then seeing that and be like, oh, no.
Right. And that's what I
That's
want
what they do, because you know they're going to box them in. Man, that's what hurt.
And that's a sad reality.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, man, because this topic is in itself unsafe space, man. Not only is she supposed to be an advocate for the mental health, but also for Black women. Like, now we're also looking at Black women like, ooh, because, man, when she was grilling that man, when people ask you questions, right? Me, one of the main reasons why we give those vague answers is because we don't want what's coming after the answer. First of all, it's hard enough trying to explain it, right? But then we get all the questions just dropped on us, and then certain things are held over our heads, because she wouldn't even give that man time to answer one question before she dropped 10 more. And I'm like, come on. I dang near had an anxiety attack just watching it. Yes. And I'm watching him sit there, and you seeing him climb up even in that space, and he's just, at one point, he just started agreeing with her.
And
right? He just started agreeing, because he's like, oh, well, this is too much. And we're looking at her like, not only are you supposed to be a mental health advocate in whatever aspect, but you're a Black woman. You're supposed to be a safe space. You're on this man's platform to be, or to create a safe space, and you failed on so many levels.
So then it made you question, and you hitting on a lot of things. And I'm gonna take it a little broader.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was a little.
No, you hit on, because you open the door, because I'm gonna hit on a little broader. Just not only for Black women, for Black men. Because think about it, like you just said, we have so much we want to say, but when we try to explain it, it gets regurgitated like we stupid,
right?
And it gets regurgitated like they're trying to catch you in a lie, or it get regurgitated like they don't believe you, instead of just being like, okay, taking it for what was for face value, and be like, okay, I understand. This is what I understand, and allowing you the opportunity to explain yourself.
Because he reached out for help, and now she's holding it over his head. And not only is she holding it over his head, because she shared that information, other people are holding it over his head. It's like, with his feelings and emotions, man.
And the flip side of that is the fact that she looks like one of us.
Exactly.
And you have people like that podcast alone has a lot of different demographics.
Yep.
Yes.
So now you are presenting a picture to other demographics to be like, okay, that's how we need to treat them. That's how we need to come off to them. So what ends up happening, and this rolling into the second video I sent, where the couple was in there with the white therapist, and the black man was explaining how he felt. How he was feeling and everything. And even the black girl was like, I knew he felt like that, but I didn't know it was to that extent. And the only thing the white lady can do was just look at him. Now think about if she were to follow Dr. Bryant's footsteps and start badgering him. That whole session would be done. Because it'll go from him trying to open up to being him having one word answers, or having such and such answers. Or in my case, I'm gonna use a personal story. My son's mom, when we was married, when we went to marriage counseling, we had to go to 3 different marriage counselors, because the first 2 were women, one was black, one was white. And what ended up happening is, instead of me being able to explain myself, I got double teamed. And I was like, and luckily I knew how the system worked because I worked in the field.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can go to like, nah, you need to give me another provider. But think about people who don't know how the system works and they get put in that situation and have to fend for themselves, have to get badgered because let's say you got a drug addiction. Oh, well, you need to find other coping mechanism, blah, 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 blah. And you beating you up. And you just like, bro, I just need your help to get over this, not to judge me.
Yeah. Oh. TK, you got anything?
Yeah, that like I said, just the clips I saw was all over the place. I think one of the clips that I saw with her trying to, first of all, it was kind of seemed like it was an attack on black men anyway, because she was talking about dating black men and what black men only want from women. Then in the same shot,
you know what?
In the same shot,
that's another.
She already had this little bitty dress on that when she sat down, it sat up high. So then she lifted up her dress. She kind of lifted and flicked, and I was like, "What in the hell is going on here? What you doing now?"
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, you must have missed it, because this is the part where she's talking about black men and what all black men want is wrong.
Lord,
yeah, and she lifted up part of her dress. And like I say, the dress is already short because the way she's sitting, it's not covering much. And it's one of them shirts like a button-down shirt, kind of just button-down dress. So then to go into the attack mode and putting people out there in that magnitude, it makes her look like a better black woman.
And that right there is another unsafe space, because you're sitting across from a black man, right? Ask him. Don't assume you know. Like, and this is the thing that we get, just because of your small sphere of dating, right? This is, and I don't know how vast, but it ain't that. Anyways, that's how you're gonna assume all black men approach dating.
Yeah, and it's sad to say, and as this is across the board, there are a lot of people who do a broad paintbrush on people. There's folks that do a broad paintbrush, and you be like, okay, just because the ones you pick are fucked up,
and it's a small sphere,
that don't means all of them are fucked up, but you gonna treat them fucked up.
Yeah.
And why you treat them fucked up?
That's crazy. We just had this conversation. Because we were talking about, I don't remember who I had it with, but it was like in the last 2 days. Don't judge me.
It wasn't me.
But no, it was not you. It might have been Nate. But we were talking about how women will say all men are dogs. How do you know that all men are dogs if you haven't dated all men? You might have dated 5, maybe 10, but that's not all men. So you can't judge all the men and put all the men in the same pot, because you haven't dated all those men.
And if you feel like all men are dogs, quit walking around with your tail in the air. I'm sorry.
So, but hold on. So we kind of getting off track now.
You're right. I appreciate it.
We're talking about unsafe spaces where you should be able to express how you feel and not let it be held against you. And I'm thinking about it when y'all started to talk about what you just said. It should not just be in the treatment room.
Yeah.
It should be also in relationships.
Yeah.
And all too often it's not. And I think that is part of the detriment to us black men and black women, because we tend to not give each other that space. Or if we do give each other that space, it's we looking for a reason to a way to not manipulate, but a way to use the information against you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they're collecting ammo.
Yeah.
Weaponizing information.
Every situation. And this is crazy because, in a mental health room, in intimate romantic relationships, friendships, like alike. I mean, it's across the board, man. This thing, it's getting so toxic nowadays. Everybody want to be the center of attention. Everybody want to one up you, man. It's hard to let your guard down with that person, man.
And that's because of like the topic we're talking about, that unsafe space. Because what let's look at it from a physical point of view.
Okay.
All right. If you're in a place where you don't feel safe, what you gonna do?
I'm a recluse. I can observe. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna start gathering information
Mm-hmm.
to protect yourself. You're gonna start looking at little things, i.e., you're gonna sit with your back to the wall so you can see all the exits. You're not gonna sit next to the window. You're gonna see who coming and going. You're gonna see, where his hand at? Why is it 100 degrees and he got on a trench coat?
It's the main one, right? I'm gonna try to get you before you get me.
Now we talking about it, we joking about it, but now take that and flip it to emotional and mental.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same concept. So we tend to create these unsafe spaces, not intentionally, but intentionally. And so to wrap it up, to roll it back to that conversation, that's basically what she was doing. She was creating. Huh?
That's why she wouldn't let him answer any questions.
Yes. She wanted to have the upper hand in the conversation.
Yeah.
She wanted to have, okay, I'm the one. I am the doctor. I know what I'm talking about. I'm asking you these questions because I know I'm asking you in rapid fire because I know if I give you a chance to think, you're gonna crush my logic. You're gonna deter my logic.
Narrative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then also, and go back to the offset question. The way she did that was two things. One, to justify her education. Because think about it. If he reached out to her for a question, it could be a sweet potato pie recipe. What's the first thing she say? I didn't take him on as a client, so there was no breach of confidentiality. How do you know he wanted you to be a client? He might have been trying to fuck. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
But you assumed that he wanted you to be his doctor, just because he said, "Hey, I got a question."
Yeah. I didn't, and honestly, man, when I was watching it, right, I didn't like how it started off. I didn't like how he asked her because he said, "I heard such and such was in your DMs." That right there.
Yeah, I'm glad you
already has a negative connotation to it.
I'm glad you took
somebody was in my DMs. It's automatic assumption that they're trying to holler up to some shady stuff.
Yeah.
And his question, all he said was, "Can you help me with something?" Or "Can you help me?" Something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. So even the way he asked that question, I kind of looked at him upside his head first, like, why would you ask it like that?
Like he being messy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I get it, and I understand that. Well, I'm understanding more that realm because, again, it got us talking, so it's clickbait.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
it got Dr. Martin talking, clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand how they're doing it, but like even Dr. Martin said, if you read the comments. If you look at the comments, you will see the impact of what you're doing. It was a lot of people saying, "Well, damn, I'm glad I'm not one of your clients." Well, damn, if I want to talk to somebody, I can't. Are they gonna do the same thing to me? And so on.
That's why I don't say. Yeah, I peeped that too.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, check this. So we're gonna hit some of these comments. Mad Chick 14, even as a person with some education, I would have thought she would have been more protective of him as a black man, given what they go through. I watched some of it and I was disappointed. Women don't understand men are wired different. They don't want to be drilled. Y'all really ain't got that much to say anyway. Y'all just need to breathe and chill, then let communicate. We ain't gonna talk about mama getting kicked out of sessions. We ain't gonna go there. It's in the comments. I ain't putting it out there. It's in the comments. Mad Chick 14 says there's so many assumptions and false agendas on men, and 9 times out of 10 it's coming from another woman.
Which is jacked up.
Okay. So then again, if that is the case and everybody know it, why hasn't it been changed? That's just like me going to engineer, a computer engineer, and say, hey, you put that motherboard in backwards. It don't work like that. I ain't got now computer engineering degree, but I'm telling you how to do your job. I'm telling you what you should be doing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. How does that sound? Or like going to you, TK, like, hey, at a daycare, y'all need to have XYZ. Or telling you, how the fuck am I gonna tell you how to run a daycare?
Or telling you that you put the wrong cheese in the mac and cheese.
You see what I'm saying?
Cheese on top.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it happens too often. It happens too often, and it's sad. And I keep going back to that video. It's sad because these are influential people, very influential people that are pushing this narrative.
We can sit here and talk about how she dropped the ball time and time again, but the reality of it is the platform was his. It's his platform. He twisted some words as well, as a black man, and that's why I say, man, I looked at him upside his head on a few occasions. Even at the end of the day, after the show, she was on Club Shay Shay. That's what people are gonna say. That's what people see. Yep. You know, his name is gonna be first and foremost in that conversation. Yep. Period. And I said that to say this, man. We got to do better about ourselves. Like even this platform here. At the end of the day, no matter what I say, no matter what you say, DA, we're gonna look at TK first. We're gonna look at her first. Man, you saw what happened on TK's yada yada yada, because this is her platform. And if something goes sideways, she got her finger on the button. Same thing with him. So did he not know her before that? Is this her first time acting in a way? Go ahead.
I don't know. I know where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I was trying to let you finish because you brought something to my attention. She tried the same thing on
was it Cam Newton?
Yeah, on Cam Newton's show.
Exactly my point.
Yeah. So
but what happened?
You already know how she is.
Yep. So I don't know, man.
But I think I would say, watching the both of them, I think Cam handled it better than
Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Cam was pushing back at what she was saying.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
But then it kind of ties into the second video, and I wish we should have showed it. But anyway, the second video with the couple in there, when the husband said what he said, the wife took over the interview, and the husband just shut up.
Why she take over it?
It just happened like that. She was like, I didn't know he felt like this, and well, I understand because he's black and American, and the white lady just looking there. And now, and my question or thought on that was, the therapist didn't know how to respond because she's never been in that situation.
Okay.
And that can create an unsafe space because now you're telling somebody who's never been targeted for anything, or like we were talking about how we see things, we always looking for a way out, looking for this, looking for that. Yeah. They don't have to do that. And so now they're looking at you like, oh, he's a paranoid schizophrenic, and they're writing this shit down. And now you're labeled, and all you were just saying is, I like to watch, make sure I'm safe. I get home safe. I ain't gonna say paranoid schizophrenic. That was kind of out there.
PTSD or something.
Yeah, paranoid something.
Yeah.
But they never lived in your shoes. So now you have a misdiagnosis that's gonna follow you around.
Yeah.
And all you did was like, look, I don't trust very many people.
Wow. Yeah. That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I like, Mad Chick said, even though the right thing to do is to redirect wrongdoings, it's easier to ignore the damage being done because it will be too much redirection. That's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. That's why I would say 90% of the stuff that goes on happens is because of that. It's easy to correct it, but you're looking at the blowback. You're looking at the fight. You know right from wrong. You know what to do, but you're looking at the blowback.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In that second video, where the black guy was speaking on how in society, if he shows any anger, he's a black man with anger. So it's almost basically like he is a ticking time bomb. He is just walking angry, probably having a violent disposition, because that narrative is stuck to black men about their anger, that they're like dangerous, they're violent when they're angry. So in those spaces, that's another space where they suppress speaking of their anger. But in the other end, when you look at it, even with a female, she's the angry black woman. The Diary of a Mad Angry Black Woman. She's this, and she's loud, she's outspoken, she's boisterous, she's all these things just before it's anger. The connotation with black people itself and anger is so negative, and anger is a natural human emotion. Everybody gets angry, not just black men and black women. Everybody gets angry, but it's so tied to us in a negative light that it's like black people are scared to express when they're angry. It's almost like we angry on the inside, we smiling on the outside, but we angry than the motherfucker on the inside. But we can't express that because it's tied to so much negativity.
It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Really. We do so much more harm to ourselves with all the stuff that we have to hold in because of the way society and other cultures and races look at us.
And that's the thing about those emotions, like you mentioned, anger. If you aren't allowed to express it in a healthy way, of course, then it's going to come out in an unhealthy way, of course, because it's going to come out one way or another.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, like with sadness, right? Like we don't express it, and then one day we're sitting down and we're watching this movie and something happened and we're crying uncontrollably. That's because we hadn't been expressing it on a regular basis. So now once it seeps out, it's like flood waters, and that's with any emotion. Same thing with love. I mean, and we can go across the board. Once it comes out, it's not going to stop, and that's the scary part.
The balance is off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to have that balance, and to add on to what TK was saying about how we are looked at as we'll look everything like when we respond is frowned upon, and the thing that gets me is we accept that as a reason and continue to move the way we move. And it's sad because like we know it and we still continue to do it. We still continue not to allow each other safe spaces to express how we feel, especially in our community. Especially in our community. I don't care. I don't want to say I don't care about nobody else, but I'm talking about Black people now in general. We don't allow ourselves the space to be vulnerable. We don't allow ourselves the space for your brother to come and be like, bro, I can't deal with this. I can't, and you just let him do whatever he got to do. Your sister come, like this is what I'm dealing with. Da, 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 let him scream whatever. You sit there and look at him crazy, and it's like, and I understand because we as people are loving people by nature. So when we see each other hurt, we want to fix it. But society and our environment has created a callous where we don't know how to fix it. So when they come and expressing this, you looking at them like, bitch, I got problems too. Versus like,
dude, you tripping.
Right, yeah. Versus like, okay, validating how they're feeling. And now you got somebody who's dealing with all this stuff, walking around, taking on more stuff, taking on more stuff, taking on more stuff. That's why, and I keep saying it, keep jumping on my soapbox. That's why we, as a ethnicity, is starting to be, is catching up, and I think we passed, white people in suicide rates because now we're understanding what's going on, but we don't have an outlet for it.
Yeah. Because I'll say this, and I'll ask y'all the same. Because I know a lot of we talk about therapists and everything like that. When you are looking for a therapist, what are you looking for?
First of all, that she's relatable as first. Also, I prefer that my therapist looks like me. I think, me personally, I would be more comfortable with a female as opposed to a male because I know sometimes the male perspective can be a little harsh, right? And I don't always hear it when it's harsh. Me personally, sometimes I might need that softer approach for it to resonate. It's about knowing yourself. Um, so yeah, but also in that stance, I want my therapist to understand if I'm frustrated because I had a hard day, dealing with the other people. That's important. Because sometimes during a therapy session, it was just me venting. Sometimes it was work that went into it, but it has to be the right type of work. So, yeah.
Okay, DA.
No, I agree. Like when my biggest thing is experience when it comes to, and again I'm fortunate enough to have worked in the field to understand why experiences is necessary because you can have everything that's, and I'm trying to fuck it. I can only be me. You can have everything that you want in a person, i.e., looking like you, empathetic, whatever. But if they don't have the experience, they don't know how to. When you go down to those levels, they won't know how to pull you back out, because a lot of, and you know, if you've been through therapy, you know, therapy is not always fun and games and hee and you lay on the couch and it'll you'll have a high, then it'll drop. And if you don't have the right therapist to pull you out of that drop, then you're doing more damage than not having a therapist at all.
So you're talking about the guided,
yes, guiding you through, like allowing you to express your emotions, but not letting you sit there and wallow in it. Not letting you sit there and in the session and you still at that low. And you got to go back out there and deal with some more shit while you at that low point. So that's the first thing for me, experience. How long you been doing this? Then, okay, have you dealt with my community? If you haven't, then because I had a when I was seeing a doctor, she was phenomenal. If you looked at her, you'd be like, oh hell no, she ain't never dealt with black people. Yes, she has. Because she would call me on my bullshit, and I'm looking at her like, or like I'll tell her something and she said, yeah, I agree. And I'm like, how you know? Like, but because of her experience, she's dealt and understands like things are different. Things are different from each ethnicity. So
what about you? Answer your question.
For me, I definitely want somebody with experience. I want somebody that can relate. I want somebody that's cultured. Because in those spaces, I also want to have a certain level in my therapist that where she can call me on my bullshit and not be afraid to do that. Because if I'm going to therapy, that means there's some spaces in there where I need guidance or I need help. I'm trying to figure it out and don't know the answers. So if you can't call me on my bullshit when I'm talking, or if I said something that seems off or wrong or I just don't know, then we're gonna have a problem. Because that means you're a yes person. And I don't need a yes person, especially not in therapy. I need somebody that's gonna correct and say, hey, give me solutions and help me out through the thing. That's what I'm here to work it out, figure it out. But I definitely want somebody that also knows when to pull back. They have created a relationship with me where they know me. They know when it's one of them days when it's just not a good day and my head ain't fully in the game. I need somebody to know when to push and when to pull back. So just the knowledge of even paying attention to me in that space, just to know me and how far they should go. And if it's just one of them days where I just need an ear just to vent and don't need to really have a session, I just need to shoot all this out. And even after, if I say, hey, what do you think or whatever, she can give me that. And if not, it's just that. It's just me clearing the board on whatever didn't happen during the week, because maybe I don't have that safe space with somebody else to vent that out the way that I need to with her. So those are the things that I need.
Okay. That's a good question. I like it.
Yeah. Because I know in the hunt that I had with finding a therapist, it shouldn't have been as hard as it was. Dealing with the grief of my dad passing, we saw the little signs, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to get him back into therapy. Talking to him, having a conversation with him on what he wanted or felt like he needed. He, of course, wanted a Black male. The shortage of Black men in mental health, oh my God. It was like finding a needle in a haystack. It took me like 6 weeks of calling different um, therapy places. It almost made me feel racist in the point that I'm calling and I'm asking for a black man.
My first therapist, I knew I had to get rid of her because it's like I could feed her whatever I wanted to feed her. I could pretty much tell her anything, and it's like I was in control of the therapy sessions. I was like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work.
You, the therapist.
Yeah, not necessarily I'm a therapist, but yeah, it was just, yeah, you know.
And then it could have been too the flip side of that, and it's out there. They really just didn't care.
Some people just in it for the check.
Yep, they're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one of the reasons, which is crazy, because even when I first met Larnika, I met Larnika, she happened to just one of her ads or something just came down the timeline. And I'd read something that she posted, and I was like, I'm finna inbox her to see if I can get her on the show. And inboxed her, and she was very inviting, for one, answer whatever questions I had, and we just automatically vibed. So
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at your boy picture.
I'll see you, Lord. And I think that's one of the things that I love about Larnika is she's not in it for the money. She's really in it for helping the community as a whole. She sees the need for people needing mental health and affordable mental health. And that's what she's basing her business around. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. And not only that, helping other therapists coming along,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's definitely good stuff. And I definitely appreciate her for rocking with us. Because she be on here dropping some knowledge, and then that helps us spread and help others as well for the people that watch. So that's good stuff.
Facts.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else we got?
Yeah, but yeah, it's not gonna happen overnight. Like a lot of this stuff is not gonna happen overnight, and like a lot of the things that I commend you guys for doing, actually going out and looking for that specific demographic, because it's bringing awareness. Because now, like you said, you have one, you found one, you start referring folks to, hey, I got this dude, or I got this therapist who's XYZ. Go check him out. So then that builds up clientele for them, and then it still helps the community as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Because I know the therapist that Santi has now, he's a black older gentleman. And because like when I say the guy must have been on the lookout, we literally lucked up on this man. Literally by luck that we lucked up on this man. And this is after calling about 8 or 9 different therapy offices. And he wasn't affiliated with none of them. That's the other crazy part. But in that space of, we have all these kids, young men, young ladies, but young men especially, that want that male, because a lot of times in their space, they're missing that male figure. It's a high demand for male black therapists, but it's not enough of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not allowed to engage our feelings.
Yeah.
I could tell you that from like dealing with it in the military. Because I used to always, everybody asked me what's my job. When I tell them, they're like, for real? It's like, oh, you must be the one that tackle them when they lose their mind. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I sit in there and talk to people.
Sorry, it's not funny.
But like, and yeah, it's a rarity.
Have you ever had
Like,
to tackle somebody when they lost their mind?
Oh man, I got stories.
Mm.
I got stories. I've seen some. Yeah, I got some stories.
Gotcha.
I believe it.
Enough on that. That's another show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another show.
Yeah.
But I think these types of conversations, that we're having are necessary because to be a safe space, right? We are only in control of ourselves. So everybody that hears this, that's gonna hear this, to change this narrative, we have to start being a safe space. That's how people are gonna pick up on it. If we continue to be unsafe, right? Because as we were talking, I'm always reflecting on myself and be like, damn, have I ever done that? Or have I ever told somebody that came to me in confidentiality to get over it, or you're tripping or something like that? Just helping ourselves to be aware of how we handle these situations. Because we can't change it, everybody else, but we can change ourselves. And if everybody changed themselves, then other people will start picking up on it. So, great conversation, you guys.
You've told me that a lot of times, just a while.
Well, half the time you do be tripping, but yeah, I've been around you long enough to know the difference.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Whatever.
See, like right now. See,
You ain't never told me.
Right now, one of them moments when you're tripping.
No, I am not.
Ask DA. Ask DA.
Oh, I tell you. This that double team right here you was complaining about earlier. This that Libra double team right there.
I ain't even say nothing.
You have to use that. That was enough. That's all you have to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You didn't hear me just cough. I had something in my throat. Remind me of something in my throat now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, but I agree. I think in friendships, in relationships, family, there should be safe spaces there. In those spaces, you should be able to talk openly as well as freely about how you feel, what's on your mind, without being judged. Because I think the judgment a lot of times when somebody is talking hits harder than anything else.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So definitely that. The safe spaces are needed. We are human. We feel an abundance of emotions about different things, and we need that space in order to let that off, to blow off steam, just to vent, to voice, to be expressive. We do need those safe spaces.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Safe spaces are good. Safe spaces are wonderful.
And that includes crying. So next time I call you crying, I don't want to hear you throwing it up in my face. Because I'm going to refer you back to this episode.
How long used to you crying? How long I've been knowing you?
You threw it up in my face earlier.
No, and you took that wrong. That's why I said it wasn't. No, because you took that wrong. That's why when I said it, I went back and commented on that and said it's not a bad thing. That's one of the things that I actually love about you is that you are expressive.
I'm not used to you being nice.
And that you, even though you are a man, you are not afraid to cry and express your emotions. That's a compliment. That's not easy for a man to do. Whatever. You just ain't used to compliments.
Period.
So, I get
compliments. On that note, thank y'all for coming out. I hope y'all learned something
every day.
Hope y'all learned something from this episode. We enjoyed the episode. We appreciate y'all paying attention to us.
My bad. All right. Well, great show, TK. Are we? You got questions, outros,
I
anything
was just
else?
saying, do y'all outros was the
Y'all just
DA
did
kind of
that.
I
sound
pretty much
already.
I pretty much feel like I did mine too.
Y'all just
Yeah.
did y'all outro.
The only thing I'm gonna say is bells will be ringing. It's Christmas time. I'm excited about our Christmas episode. Gotta give me a new hat. And I got a
Which
new
Christmas
sweater.
episode? Is it the delayed Christmas episode, or is it the on time Christmas episode?
Hopefully it won't be delayed. But I got me a new Christmas sweater.
She a Grinch.
Santa Claus come to the ghetto, he be on black people.
Santa Claus go straight to the ghetto. I got a new Christmas sweater.
Oh Lord. Have y'all finished our Christmas shopping?
Nope.
I ain't even start. What you talking about? Everybody getting the same shit they got last year with a different color.
So I'm getting more pullovers?
Girl, no.
We're talking about everybody else, other people.
No.
Outside of the social network.
Girl, no.
I'm special. I don't get that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for clarifying that I'm special. Thank you.
Ed.
Yeah. Say, DA, did you get your package from TK already?
Hell no. Hell no.
It should be there. You probably get it tomorrow because you're furthest away. He up the street, so you further away. So you should get it either Saturday or Monday. I need to check the receipt.
Yeah, I got it.
Because I mailed y'all's on the same day. I was the first person to mail mine out. Y'all just
I ordered draws on the same day, so
yeah. But I got mine. My mama forgot to tell me it was at the house. She didn't tell me till this morning. She's like, "Oh, you had a package came yesterday." I was like, "Really? Thank you."
Yeah, got his too today. So we just waiting on DA with his snail mail.
Are we gonna do like we had to do last year? Do picture gifts. This what I got her. Look.
This guy. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about us. Pull up on us. We got some great stuff in the works for 2026. We coming in.
Man, do you not realize? And I didn't realize because life be busy. I just celebrated 5 years of podcasting, and the podcast will be 5 years old in March.
Yeah, you ain't know that?
I guess it has been. Has it been 5?
It's gonna be 5. Yes, it is. It's gonna be 5 years, baby.
Yeah, you ain't know that.
Oh,
man,
yeah,
you know how you can know it, but it ain't click, but you know it. I was like, damn, where the time gone? Like this, like DJ said about this year. Like this year seemed like the last couple of months, October, November really just flew by. Blink, it's gone. And now we December. Yeah, and it just kind of slowing. And then when you look back, you were like, wow, so this much time has gone by already, or it's been so much time since this. And I'm like, damn, like, man. So yeah, it's kind of flew by some. So yeah, definite. So yeah. But I only got a couple more Christmas gifts to get, and I'll be done. Yeah. I think I got 2 more people to get Christmas gifts from, and I'll be done.
I'm glad I ain't got a big family like to buy gifts for.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 3. Matter of fact, no, I got really 2, 3 more people. But yeah, I get it done this week. Wonderful Amazon going to do it. So yeah.
Everybody getting a Merry Christmas phone call. That's it.
Right. A Christmas card with a picture of me.
Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, no.
That ain't no damn gift.
It's a gift.
No the hell it ain't.
A Christmas card with my picture.
So you giving everybody an anti-theft device.
I'm getting everybody a blessing.
Yeah. All righty.
Y'all have a good night.
Yes, y'all have a wonderful night. Be safe. I know some people getting snow already. I kind of want some snow in the way. We ain't had snow in the You?
Yeah.
That shit done melted. Like, it came and melted.
It'll be back.
It'll be back. You're going to get some more back. Yeah. We may not do nothing, but you're going to get some more. But it's early. You know, we don't show out till like January down here. January, February sometime. Yeah. You know, it's still open on whether we're going to get some or not. But yeah, nevertheless, enjoy, be safe, bundle up, take your medicine because, you know, flu season be doing this thing out here. You know, hell, here we got the heat on at night and the air on during the day. You hear me? So, yeah. I was trying to ride off.
That's crazy.
Man, I was trying to ride it out and not turn this damn heater on. It got just a little too chilly. And then there's a window, 2 windows in the room. And that little air was coming through that little cool. And I was like, ooh, got to turn it on, go and balance that out. I tried. I was under both of my blankets during about me. I was still cold.
Who bought you the blankets?
DA.
Man, good night, man. I'm sleepy. I'm hungry.
Them some good blankets. Them good winter blankets.
Off in a minute.
You finna what? What you eating tonight?
I'm about to go eat these Frosted Flakes and close my eyes.
Man, I've been tearing them up lately. They've been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool business. But again, y'all be safe. And we will see y'all same time next week.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move.